That's me. So Ian Redmond, I'm the sales director for PSUK. I joined at the beginning of June last year, so it's been a real baptism of fire for me. It's been a very rapid kind of 7 or 8 months in role, of which I've thoroughly enjoyed, and I have got to, in that period of time, meet with many of you. Clearly are many more that I've not been able to do, and I hope that certainly over this year that I'll get out to as many practices as I can in order to understand how we as an organisation are delivering to you the commitment that I would want, which is one of where you really see us as a trusted and valued partner with regards to what you're trying to achieve within the dispensing world and in particular within your own practices as well. So that's kind of what I'm really keen to do. And the one thing that I would say that I can do well is that I can listen, and certainly when I listen and hear that there are certain things that we need to improve and evolve, is that you've got my 100% commitment and that of the team as well to make sure that we continually strive to deliver the best that we can for you as members within PSUK. As a refresher, PSUK and what we stand for. So we are the largest GP dispensing doctor membership organisation in the UK, and I'm delighted that we now have 840 plus members up and down the country. So that has grown during the course of 2018 by a net increase of 50 members, which is fantastic. And what that does is that actually gives us greater leverage within the marketplace. It means that what we can then do on your behalf is negotiate deals that in turn will help you drive your profitability and maximise what we can do from a purchasing perspective that then we can then feed that back into yourselves. Now, on average, what you're seeing from a membership perspective is net profit of anywhere between 37%, 42% and even more in some instances. And so myself and the team are really committed to continuing that journey. And we've got an ambition this year to actually see our membership go through the 900 mark and actually really ensure that that footprint that we've got as a membership organisation within dispensing doctors is firmly established up and down the whole of the UK. So that is something that we'll continue to do, and it's great that we've got new members joining almost on a weekly basis. So of course, part of what we offer is not just about driving profitability. That is incredibly important, right? It is for you in your practices, and it's important for us to deliver that. But I would say equally alongside that is the role that we can play to help educate and to actually deliver training and ongoing education through our study days and training events that we hold up and down the land. Now, Che, who many of you will know, who's got the responsibility for putting on our study day programme, is working tirelessly to continue to bring topics that you desire, topics that will ensure that we fill a room such as we have today. But actually within that is that there may well be instances as where for yourselves, either in groups of practices, you feel that you would like something a little bit more bespoke. You'd like a PLT event where for you locally that would work. And all I would say on that is that talk to us. Talk to your account manager locally, engage Che, and actually we can look at that so that what we do is deliver training and education that hits the mark and is adding the value that you want. Similar to what I hope you'll feel at the end of today when you leave the room, and actually you'll go away thinking, I know more now than what I knew when I got here in relation to FMD. So that should be what we're all about. There are other systems that we've got, such as the Accord Academy, that again, there are ways in which you can tap into resource that is available for you and for members of your practice to actually give that ongoing support and education. The annual conference, well, actually, that should now be called the annual conferences. So we have, over many years before my time here at PSUK, delivered the annual conference in September in York. We're now going to deliver 2 conferences, one in the north and one in the south. So we will be in Newmarket at the end of March, delivering the first Southern Conference, which I think ensures that what we do then is have that UK-wide reach. And then, of course, we will be back Che in September in York for the annual conference of this year, and I hope that that will see many familiar faces and also many new ones as well. Now, I'm not going to go through each of these in turn, right? I hope that you will all experience many of the benefits that you get from being a member of PSUK. We absolutely need to make sure that we can maximise from a discounts perspective, ensuring that we drive profitability accordingly. We need to ensure we drive the ongoing education. We've got to make it easy for you to make sure that you can get your orders through, and in turn, make sure that actually we get the orders to you when you want your orders, right? And actually, I know that maybe there have been occasions where that's been a bit clunky, and we're working tirelessly, and I am with our operations team to continue to drive that forward so that we can deliver a service to you that you feel good about, and one that actually we should feel proud about, but we've got to continue to drive that forward. We have got regular ongoing updates in the form of e-newsletters, and you will see this space evolve more this year. I actually think from a digital perspective, we can do more to help inform the kind of greater masses. And so we are going to look at things like blogs that enable us to do that. And you will see, for those of you that have been on the PSUK website in the last couple of days, we've now got embedded in that homepage an FMD icon that actually, when you follow into that icon, will take you to all things, everything that we've got currently on FMD. I think the delight at the end of today for John and I is that there will also then be the link to this that's being videoed, so you'll see the man with the camera behind. Don't worry, intern, he'll pick you all up during the course of the afternoon. I know that you would all want that little bit of fame and glory. So it is going to be captured, which means that we can get all of what we cover today, particularly from the presentation and in the Q&A, out to everybody, because we could only get so many people in the room today, and probably, I guess, we could have sold this one out 5 times older, right, Che? Okay. So just on study days going forward, there's a couple of days. So there is another study day here on Thursday, is that correct? And then also another one on the 3rd of April in York as well. If anybody's interested in the study days and you've not thought about registering yet, you all know Che. Che, just give us a little wave in the air. So Che would be delighted to have a conversation with you about those. And as you can see, there's a packed program up and down, but do engage us on anything that you feel is relevant and appropriate, and we will do our level best to maximise that for you. Okay? So let's just finish with the team before I hand over to John. Now, as you'll see from the UK map, our aim is to have a dispensing doctor account manager in every territory. Now, we do currently have a couple of vacancies that we are filling, and in fact, Julia Hodgson. Julia, can you just give us a wave from the back? Julia is the new Northern Regional Sales Manager. Many of you may have been familiar with Emma Burrows previously. Emma left at the end of last year, and Julia joins us having spent 25 years plus with AH, and actually brings vast experience and is delighted to be here. And after week 1 of her induction, is still smiling, so that has to be a very positive sign. So Julia, welcome to you. And then also your local account manager for kind of this part of the world, Catherine, could I just ask you to stand up, please? I think many of you will be familiar with Catherine. Catherine was going to come out and speak, but has got a really bad cold and sounds like she's about to do the latest voiceover for a Tunes advert. So she's just going to go for the old wavy bit. But again, she'd really be keen to speak to anybody who wants to kind of discuss anything of a more local nature. And so talk to the team, that all around, there's more of the team at the back as well. And just use us for what we're here to deliver. We should be here to be on hand to deliver you the expertise that you want, the insight and the knowledge that actually we should be able to bring. And there's no such thing as a daft question. There's no such thing as an off-limits question. We will take away everything that we can to make sure that my desire to actually be seen by all of you as a trusted and valued partner is what we're really all about. Okay? So that's my kind of intro over and my preamble done. I I guess now we go into the really interesting part of the agenda, right? So John has been leading on FMD for the Phoenix Group within the UK. I've been working closely with John over recent weeks, exploring all of the weird and wonderful questions that we get in relation to FMD in our desire to try and ensure that we can answer as many of those as possible and give the clarity that you all need. Once we've gone through John's presentation, we will then have the opportunity for a quick tea break, a quick refresh, and then back in. We'll do a bit of roundtable discussion just to kind of unearth how you're all feeling about it, and then we'll get into the meat of the Q&A. So, and with the Q&A, we will aim, John in particular, to really give that clarity. If there are some things that we don't know, but the commitment is to make sure that we bring those back. And we will put on the website a FAQs document that will be constantly updated as we go.